What's happening, y'all? Hope all is well. Hope y'all doing y'all thing to the fullest. Recognizing who you are, being true to who you are, deciphering the codes of your own life, of your own reality. Vibe with me for a minute though, as I explain to y'all more into depth what a relationship is and how to deal with those things. Because as us as solar beings, when we come on these trips down to this realm, it's pretty much for the purposes of, I mean, one, either we just being stuck here anyway, quarantining ourselves because we ain't rising up like we supposed to. Or two, we want to indulge and experience and facilitate different aspects of our humanity, of just what it means to feel, to channel anger, to channel happiness, to understand the dichotomy of joy and pain. You know what I'm saying? As the ancestor, he ain't passed away yet, but Maze, Frankie Beverly, you know what I'm saying? That's that pretty much defines the human experience here that we that we tend to be living out. So anyway, I mean, when it comes to relationships now, you know what I'm saying? I definitely want to speak on that. Relationships, uh, we have to like get a more broader understanding of what relationship is. Not broader, but just like really get the take on how a relationship affects us, infect us, and all that. We gotta break down the words. And when it comes to your infection, you definitely have to see these things, see these tones for what they are. Relationship, real, elation, and ship. You know what I'm saying? To relate. To relate in a relationship is one of the key aspects to that. I would say the relatability of your sexuality could be one thing. The relatability of your intellect can be another thing. The relatability of your communication styles or way of loving. I mean that all can be different aspects of how y'all relate to each other, and people do it at different levels and at different times too. It just depends on if that balance of resonating with how you relate to somebody and everything. If you can manage that, because there's gonna be ups and downs. You know what I'm saying? There's gonna be shifts, challenges, growth that most people are gonna make. It's gonna challenge like who's ever sticking with them. As far as a relationship, I mean, I want to talk about the spousal kind. You know what I'm saying? The relationship in regards to the relating has to be based upon a foundation if you want that ship to take you anywhere. So that ship at the end of your relationship, if you gotta have the foresight along with the insight just to make a connection between the two to see what this ship, where this ship, and how this ship will take you, and what it's built on. It's built on steel, alloy, wood. I mean, whatever it is they use to make ships, that is the relating part. The relating part is what you can make real or visualize real together. So if that can be sustained, then yeah, got you a pretty good relationship. But if there is so much that one can't relate to, I mean, y'all got to pretty much get to the point where y'all just admire how much y'all do not have in touch and can every day spend time finding out new shit about people. But that's like extremely rare as it is. on a reality tip, it's that shit don't happen. People get bored. People expect certain new things to come about. That's man, especially coming over, especially living in this kind of society in the so-called Western Hemisphere. The related, the things that we relate on, the things that we identify on, tend to become so superficial to the point where I mean you even feeling superior to it or inferior. And it's just silly. You know what I'm saying it's ego for the most part. But if you're gonna do it, if you're gonna like get into that aspect of it's dealing with your ego, you want to like really experience on your solar journey like what it is to like feel even deeper. Then this kind of connection will take you deeper. You learn a whole lot of things about yourself and how you love. So your relatability, very like I said, very key part in a relationship. You know what I'm saying? Then you have your elation. Elation is it's that high, it's that bliss. It's that that exaggerated joy you might have for yourself. It's shit like I mean I would say the shit's a high. On a positive note, you pretty much you in your higher self. You know what I'm saying? Your relations deal with your your feelings about things, your connection to it, and for the most part, it can't be destroyed. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like the opposite to depression. But I mean, I don't want to say that one's opposite to another because we gonna get like deeper into what that shit really is. But an elation in a relationship, one of the things that gotta be key. Well, you can have your elation in the way that a person be doing business, man. That person all about their money, man. That's real. Or you can have your elation in a relationship with some people are just more into the physical things, the attractions. You know what I'm saying? People keep that up, man. That's god damn, she fine. And you just get a sense of elation every time you see this beautiful woman. You know, to whoever watching this, just make it whoever you love, whatever. But you get a fix out of seeing a certain kind of beauty. You start looking at art. You can't stop looking at it. It's elation. So, I'm saying this another example. Shit, it might be food. You know what I'm saying this elation is based on your regular diet. What y'all be eating. What they be cooking on the stove. How they had the prepared fruit. You know what I'm saying? The new kind of smoothies they be busting out. These smoothies they ain't no joke. So you like, damn man, I got all I need. Like what they say, the way to a man's heart is through his stomach. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta bypass the communication, which no expressing that relation. You gotta bypass the heart, be able to, you know, get a dude to reveal they true they their self love, their I guess I would say insecurities, their their just their passions anyway. You know what I'm saying? From the what you call it, the throat chakra to the heart chakra to the to the solar plexus, the will. Find a godhood with that meal. Hey, y'all women, man, y'all got the power to instill a lot of what can like inspire men to be their greatest form. You know what I'm saying? Gods and goddesses recognize who you are. Be the best versions of you. So that elation, you know what I'm saying? It's different for different people. People got different frequencies that they from. So y'all just make that work on your own. I'm saying? So we have elation, we have elation, now we have that ship. I spoke about this a little earlier where we were talking about the foundations of that ship, which is built upon how one can relate information. You relate that information from the beginning, get a certain high about it, like, yeah, that shit'll work, and you start building that and assessing where it's gonna take you. That ship, it I don't know, like, you make sure that shit ain't got two screws if you're trying to get to that faraway island. If you got long-term goals or whatever, make sure it's got the fortification and the protection and the sustainability to survive that trip when you're on, whether it be still waters or stormy ones. The waters represent the emotions that y'all gonna go through. The ship has to feel all those things. I'm saying y'all vessel of love are gonna have to feel all what y'all stroking through. So you have still waters. It's all. I mean, it usually look good when you start setting sail. You know what I'm saying? But eventually, as you get deeper and deeper into the experience of traveling on that ship, that relationship, you gonna come across variations of weather. And variations, it just like experiences. Them things just happen, and you dictate this how you gonna survive that thing. You know what I'm saying? How well protected are you gonna be, and what skill set do you have to get through it, to get through these rough waters, large waves. So, that the atmosphere of the relationship, of the two conjoining temples, that's all, y'all. That's what that ship is. So shit, making it to your destination, y'all really gotta like really get an understanding of what's building y'all shit, what's getting y'all there. If it ain't getting y'all there, throw that shit overboard. If it's a waste of time, making shit heavier for the relationship, throw that shit overboard. Cause I mean, shit, even beyond just like relating to each other, y'all really gotta find out y'all gotta spend some time like doing your own trips in the first place. Relating to yourself is really the truth, the matter at hand when it comes to just saying, all right, now I'm really ready for an external relationship. That internal relationship, understanding what it is, how it is, and why it is that you might do what you do, knowing thyself. Some people don't know how to relate to themselves because they've been indoctrinated and taught by the ignorance of others how to not have their own imagination, especially when it comes to them by themselves. They've just been given this box that they gotta like just live in. So I mean, the box represents them living in imaginatively, mentally, their self-image. So their self-relatability is compromised, and we gotta like really like get past what we've been taught, unlearn a whole lot of shit. It's to the point where damn near don't nobody need to be in no relationship with other people, because we all fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Like all us like really crazy to a certain extent, because we don't know what we doing. There's a lot of subtle shit going on with our aura, with our soul, that we don't notice until afterhand. It was like, damn, I really should have did that. Why I did that? So, I mean, that's our connection to what is beyond this world, and your ability to relate to that, to your own invocations, your own intuition. You gotta relate to that, to the most, at least to the point where you can articulate that shit spiritually to another, whoever that lover is. Because if you got questions on yourself, you know what I'm saying, you bringing compromises to other people. You bringing burdens to other people. I understand that sometimes that shit happen. We don't know much about ourselves because we still gotta experience others. You know what I'm saying? You start riding off that ship on your own. Build your own shit first. And you can have whatever experiences that you need to have afterwards. Whether you want to keep being alone, going with other people or whatever, building ships like that. But just, I mean, for y'all to get the concept of what a relationship is supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? Have that firm understanding that if that relatability ain't there, hey, let's talk about what we really do know about ourselves. Especially story-wise, to code ourselves, so we can understand like who we really are. If that relatability ain't there, hey, some shit gotta get thrown off the ship. If that elation ain't there, hey, some shit gotta get thrown off the ship. And if that ship ain't there, that foundation with that was supposed to hold y'all, if that ain't there, what's the point? Where y'all really going in this relationship? You just stuck? Or some people like being stagnated. Some people like being on an island for the rest of their time. Some people like, you know, constantly going across the seas, going through the motions. Shit, y'all, let's get this shit together. It's your brother, Silent Soldier. Shit, man, just want to talk about relationships for a little bit. Asante Sound for watching the video. Keep doing y'all thing. Know your truth. Know how to tell your truth. Should be godly with your truth. Shit.